Good morning, YouTube. It's Mallory with George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, I'm telling you, time is flying. Summer is, like I said, it's over. Summer's over, and it's starting to get a little cooler. I know there's talks of a Hurricane Ian about to hit around Florida. I know a couple ladies who I've become friendly with that live in Florida. I want to wish them all the best of luck, and I hope they'll be all right. So anyway, I want to wish a happy birthday to a lady who's a legend in the sport. The lady who's been competing for a little over 30 years as a bodybuilder, and she is one of these women that you need to be recognized. And this is one Miss Michelle Ivers-Brent. Now, Miss Brent has been competing since the good part of the 80s. And then, like any other lady, she took some time off and she became a mother. And, then, she still had the passion for the sport. And she came back and she competed some more, and mostly in the NPC. I mean, she's an NPC legend. I would say for a good many years, competing in quite a few shows over her career, and and just being recognized for her commitment and passion for the sport of bodybuilding. But eventually, she finally did get a pro card. A good part around about the 90s. No, I think actually around 2000 when she finally turned pro. After years of trudging into the NPC, here she is with another legend, Miss Annie Rivicchio. And Annie, I got to meet Annie. I got to meet her actually in person in Savannah. And she got a few shows on her belt. Most notably shows such as I think she does Chicago Pro, a couple others. She's at Toronto here. I mean, I think it's Tampa. I mean, she did a lot of shows. But even though she took a break from bodybuilding for a while, and she did a little bit of modeling, and she also started her own business where she sells not just jewelry. She also did some muffins and stuff like that. She met her husband, and then she became Mrs. Michelle Brent. And and she still came back to compete for a good bit, a good part. She did shows like Tampa and in the around about the 2000s, and and she did some other shows. She also did a lot of masters because she was getting a little bit up in age, and the masters division was growing. And she still has a passion for the sport. And she's a businesswoman, and and she's just amazing woman. Like, she has her own business. She sells cookies. She sells jewelry. It's a good thing to have that after this being competition. But in 2020, she came back. And she didn't do as good as she should. She worked with a dear friend, a dear lit friend, Miss Wandali Charisma, and she worked with her and improved on her physique in her last show. That was after Chicago. When she did Chicago, she looked pretty good. But then she decided, you know what, this is going to be her last ride. So she decided to just do this in that year where the first show was New York. And also she did Toronto. And she did pretty good in those shows to me. I think she did pretty good. And then, she announced that she was going to officially retire from the sport of bodybuilding. And this was after she did the World Masters Championship. And she also did a Tampa. And, and her last show was going to be in Savannah. And I got the pleasure of seeing her live and in person in Savannah. And she only just did the Masters. I wish she did Open. I mean, she would have done great in Open. I mean, we love seeing her one more last ride. But, we got to respect her commitment for the passion, being that she's a mother of a son who's a military service person. So we have to thank you for the service. A loving wife, a businesswoman, and most respect for a lady who's been in sport for so long, who should be in the Rising Phoenix. I know she should be getting a special invitation because this is her last year competing. She's done. She's not gonna compete anymore. As fans of hers, as myself and many others, we're gonna miss her. But like I said, she's still gonna be around. I've been trying to get her on for my channel for an interview. I hope she sees this video. I'm gonna send it to her, and I hope she gives me the time. I know she's a busy lady. She has a business. She has a home. She has a lot of stuff to do. But I like to give this lady much respect for her, who she is as a woman in the sport of bodybuilding, who had a commitment and passion for this sport, and also say because she's a legend. She's been up there with shoulders with some of the greats, and she's seen it and done it all. Like I said, she's the type of person who has her boots on the ground, 10 toes down. So I want to wish this lovely lady a very happy birthday and many, many more. Anyway, it's your man with George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out. Happy birthday, Miss Michelle.